Okay, so there was a request for a Salamander deck. I've also had this request a while back from one of my buddies. So let's take a look at what we've got here. I have to point out before we start, Salamander is my least favorite deck in the entire game to play because it's so dependent on your draws. If you don't get the combo, you're pretty much doomed. But with that out of the way, let's see what we can do and make happen here. So obviously we need to play the Ownermancy. You have to get your combo cards. If you don't have them, the deck just doesn't work. So Ownermancy. You need Renew. You have to renew Salamander. So we have included Renew. I guess we'll go over the key cards first for the combo, right? Then there's Salamander. You have to have Salamander. You have to have Salamander Hideout. You could play the version with the, what's it called that does 2 damage? This guy. You could play the version with Tainted Ale. You have Tainted Ale to play your Salamander. I think this version is better with Salamander Hideout because it has resilience. So you can play it earlier and then carry it over to use the poison move ability order in round 3. So I think this is better. And then you have so we have the Ownermancy, you have the Salamander, you have the Hideout. You need your Roland. So whenever unit gains poison, you gain 2 coins. The reason you need this is because Jackpot will boost him up by a whole bunch of points, and that's how you win the game. Alternatively, the old version of Salamander, before they changed Jackpot, you'd kill all their units, right? So you'd poison everything again, and have only one of your units live or something with Veil on your side live. The Roland version is significantly better now because you can actually win by outpointing them instead of just having to kill all their units. So those are the cards you need. And then I also think we kind of need Azar because we need our Roland to not be locked and not be killed. So as for the rest of the deck, we need Consistency. That's where Ownermancy comes in. And then we also have both Sewer Raiders and Casino Bouncers and Maxi for more consistency. These each thin. Maxi sets our deck, make sure we draw us into our key cards. So yeah, that's what we need. As for the rest of the deck, the deck only works if you go to round 3 and you don't get bled out round 2. The best way to make sure that happens is you have to win round 1. So you have to have cards in here that play round 1. If you go down a card round 3, say you play down to 3 and they have 5, it's fine. You'll win as long as you have something that can protect your Roland. So if you're playing against heavy control, unfortunately that's the meta. So anything with like Tunnel Drill, Freakshow, that kind of stuff, bombs, they'll get through and have the option to kill your Roland. So you have to be careful about that. That could be a problem. So that's kind of bad. This deck works better. People are experimenting. But it's still not the worst deck I've ever played. I just don't like it. So here we go. We have the Sigi. Sigi is really good. We have 5 gangs. He plays for 9. The reason we're playing Sigi is sometimes you have to play your Jackpot round one in order to win the round 1. And if you do that, you need 9 coins round 3. The Sigi gives you 9 coins on deploy. That's what you need. So we have Sigi in here. You can also play him round 1 with your Caesar. This is our big play round 1. You want to do this. It should get you enough points to hopefully win the round. Yep, so we have him. We have Flying Redanian. Again, another thinning card, more consistency. Should have mentioned this earlier. But we need to get our key cards. And it also helps with round 1 winning with the tempo swing when it comes out. Then we have the Salamander Hideout we mentioned. You have to play this round 2 or 3. Can't play round 1 because you lose it and then you can't do your combo. Well, you can still do the combo. We'll get to that. But you really want to save this for round 2 or 3. You don't want to be in a situation where you don't have it round 3 and you have to rely on some of the other methods. Cesar we mentioned. He profits the adjacent units. The best thing with him is Sigi. Profit Sigi on him. It's worth 13 for 8. Really good. That's definitely good. There's a couple other cards with profit, and you can just put him on them for a couple points. Roland's part of our combo, we said. Gellert. Gellert's how you win round 1. He's really good for round 1 because you play him, and then you put poison on a bunch of your cards, and you get a bunch of points. And it's really good. You do it before your Adrenaline. So you play out, say, like your Casino Bouncers. Say you're going first. You play your Tiger's Eye. Or if you play Casino Bouncers, then you do your Tiger's Eye. Play Sewer Raiders, you got 4 bodies out. Boom, Gellert spends those coins you got from Tiger's Eye for... He profits 2, and each one gives you 2. It's the most efficient way to spend your coins in the game. It's 2 for 1. Really good. And then that should get you round 1. That's the idea with Gellert. Really fantastic. We're playing the 1 Freakshow. This could be anything. Freakshow doesn't synergize. There's no bounties or anything. But he's a coin spender. Caesar is our other coin spender. We have nothing else to spend our coins because we're not really concerned with getting value from our coins other than the Jackpot boosts. So Freakshow, you're going to have 9 coins at some point, right? Because we're not going to be spending them. If you need them and you're playing an engine deck round 1, you throw down Freakshow and you blow out all their engines. Hopefully that's enough to win the round. Sometimes you have to jackpot on this. That's fine if you Sigi for round 3. Then we're playing the Maxi, again, like consistency. Abomination's really good. You tribute 1 poison itself, and then you can Gellert poison it again once as Purify. That's a 4 for 1. That's kind of crazy. Really useful. We have the 2 cards, and we have Fistic, and we have Tax Collector, Peaches, and Trafficker. We needed some 4 provision cards. Fistic is good for poison controlling the opponent's cards. The other thing is Fistic is you could poison your own units. Same with the Trafficker here. Normally you want to be using these for control, but if for some reason you lose your hideout round 3, you can Salamander and then put a Fistic or a Fistic Trafficker poison on the Salamander to kill it and then renew it. It's not ideal, but I've done it. It works. And then you have the Tax Collector. It's just really good bronze. It's a 1 point a turn. It's 1 coin a turn. Coins were worth just a little bit, usually worth more than 1 point, but in this deck it's basically worth 1 point a turn, but it helps you build up the coins. So you get the profits going. And then the 1 Peaches for a 4 provision card. But yeah, this is the deck. My goodness, I hate Salamander. I'm sorry, I just don't like Salamander. It's so reliant on the draws. But we're going to be playing it for a bit of fun today. I'm sure our MRR will go down a bit, but we should get at least, I would hope, close to a 50% win rate. But let's see. So here we go. Now, hopefully we can get into a good start here. Let's see if we do. I want to face something without a ton of control. Okay, well, this is going to have a ton of control. Actually, maybe it's not, if it's not on my dock version, we're probably okay. My dock version just is too much removal, and then they'll banish our Salamander with Northern Wind. So we'll put the Redanian back. We have one of our thinning cards. I'd like the second. Oh, we do have the second. We have the Tide Cloak guy on the bottom. I just didn't see him. So he's going first. Probably just going to go into a Dunk Up. Maybe a Wisp Sorceress. All that matters is we win this round. We win this round, go to round 3. We need Roland to live more than usual in this matchup because his Whisperer, or Whisperers, depending how many he plays, will have Veil. So they won't die to our poisons. There's an Elven Seer. Boosts it right up. It's pretty risky into a poison deck, but we're not really playing poison in our hand, so we don't have it. We have Maxi. We want to get to 9 coins if possible. Let's Maxi first.
Your magic can't harm me.
A Salamander we're going to draw. We will draw Salamander. As long as we mulligan enough cards and thin, we will also get to our, what's it called? It's Hideout. By round 3, and that'll be exactly what we need. Looks like we'll have the option to go for the combo. We won't be ruined by not having the cards. This will be a good start. See what he plays. Rebuke? Sure, you can play Rebuke. It's not too bad. We want to get our bouncers out before we gain coins. But we also want to gain the coins after that for our guys. I think we need to go for Siki here. We're going to need these coins. He'll probably kill it, but if not, we just go Caesar right now. The next turn. We need these points. And we have to play our thinning cards. So we'll play out the Sewer Raiders. Oh, Caesar, Sewer Raiders, and then our other guy, the Casino Bouncers. That should be pretty good. Okay, we saw that coming. We still have to win this round, though. It's going to be really hard if he's going to have orbs already. Let's see, we're going to need the Caesar next. He's got the orbs set up. So we need Caesar, Sewer Raiders, and Casino Bouncers this round. I think we go Caesar. Well, we definitely go Caesar first to make sure that he doesn't, our Sigi doesn't die to something. That's a 9 points plus 4. It's really good, and we actually have a way to spend our coins now. Normally we don't have ways to spend our coins. We just count on the... Oh. I mean, sure, I'll thin a card out here. Got our Redanian out from the Sigi too, which is really important. That was really good that he just passed. I guess he's counting on carryover. Perhaps he doesn't know what we're doing. The buff to Jackpot, when Jackpot was meta for a while, I think Line Pockets took back over after the last... Line Pockets took back over after the last patch. But for a while, Jackpot was the choice, the leaderability of choice for Syndicate. And I think that kind of may have fooled him. Oh, we drew both our bouncers. That's annoying. I wanted to thin one. That's okay. But we do have to, like I said earlier, we're going to have to mulligan all our cards here to get into our hideout. We could have thinned another card in the last round, but that might give away what we're doing to him. I don't want him to play around a Salamander. The way he plays around it is he saves all his leader charges, and then he kills off our defenders, and then he has leader charge plus damage to kill Roland. So we'll pass. This extra redraw will be nice. We got an extra coin of carryover from the tax collector play. Not too big a deal, so we don't spend a lot. He still had... that was his last Elven Seer. So I don't think we'll see that again. That's nice. Okay, we definitely want to get our hideout. We should get it here on the last redraw. Bouncer back. Abomination's nice. Freakshow would be pretty interesting to draw into too. I also want Azar. I don't recall where he was in the deck. Okay, that's where he was. And this should be hideout. Well, not quite hideout. We had to... that's right, we had to thin our bouncers to draw into hideout. That's okay, though. We have Ownermancy. So we have access to everything we need. So I guess we could open with the bouncers.
Fancy a game of Kaviri roulette?
Let's see what he does. Any points we build will die to our Salamanders, so we don't really care. As long as he doesn't swarm both rows full of cards with Veil, aka Dolbothon of Whispers, we'll be fine. They're kind of annoying because they deny us. They don't get the poison, so they don't die. There's his Ownermancy. Let's see what he wants to pull. Alzur into the triple orb. Yeah, I've seen this a couple times now. You set up the orbs, the Ownermancy like Alzur. Alzur comes down first, and the orbs resolve, and you get a bunch of 6-cost units. I don't actually care what he gets. It doesn't matter at all because they're gonna die. Unless they have... oh, that's annoying though. He has a hand boost. His last card won't die. Because our last play will be Renew, and whatever his last play is will not get the poison. So he'll play Herald Gord last, and probably have like a 20-ish points. So potentially he can win if he kills off our Roland. So we have to bait him into not letting Roland live somehow. Or not into not having stuff left to kill Roland. He's got a lot of points. Oh, nice. We need these gone. Rebuke. Nice. Okay, that's good. We need this last leader charge gone. How do we do it? If we play our second Abomination, he might go for that again. Because if he has Rebuke, he can leader into Rebuke. Yeah, let's see if we can get him to kill this one too. Because these do present a lot of value with a Gerhardt. Right, because you, not Gerhardt, what's his name? Gellert? The other brother. Because each poison costs 1 coin, it gives you +4 on it once it starts purifying. Really want this leader charge gone. Although 1 leader charge is fine because it doesn't... oh, okay. I was gonna say 1 leader charge is fine because with 1 charge he can't kill both defenders if we pay for the tribute of Azar. That's not bad. Okay, so he has 2 Fistic Travelers, or Traffickers rather. We can't... Renew's last play is followed by Roland, followed by Salamander. So I guess you play a Fistic guy here. You can poison one of his. Poisoning his is slightly preferable because... okay, he's going to boost it up with Caress. We want to get rid of these Caresses, right? We don't want him to Caress something after we play Salamander, so we want them gone. Let's poison it again. Nice. Actually, we'll poison our own guy here. I don't think he held 2 Caresses. So we want the 1 Caress gone, so he can't purify something. But after that, we want to poison our guy for value.
Ugh, stop gurgling like that.
We're not going to have a fee card, so our last 9 coins are going to be unused. We can Azar or Hideout. He's most likely not playing Heatwave. Actually, I'm basically 100% sure he's not playing Heatwave, because I don't see these decks do that. It's hard to fit Onomancy and Elzer into a deck. So we'll go for Hideout. We could have played the Azar first. I'll go for another Abomination here. So we could go for Azar first. But I would rather have played Azar later in case he has damage to have a better chance of Roland living. I think that's more. It's more likely it's far more likely he has damage enough to kill Roland with a leader charge and our defenders than it is he has a heat wave to banish our location.
You must banish her. I see no other path.
All right, let's see what he goes for here. Honestly, he gets a rebuke and then goes for the kill. Okay, that's not it. So if he had a rebuke and went for the kill on our Abomination, that'd be pretty good. Okay, so now we play Azar. We should have played our Hideout in the range row because it would have gained protection from this the next turn, but I don't think it matters here. I don't think he has Heat Wave. Pretty sure these people... He's not playing Devotion, but I'm pretty sure they don't play Devotion. Symblos, Elzer, and Onomancy take up so many provisions, along with Force Protector, you can't squeeze a Heat Wave in. I don't think they want it either. Now, here we play Roland. We've got the combo set up. We should be able to win then. Oh, nice. He's going to kill off one of our defenders. That's fine. We'll still have space for Roland. Okay. So he has no Heat Wave. Otherwise, he would have hit our defenders in the range row, so we couldn't put something big behind it. He doesn't have enough removal to get through and then kill something, so we win the game. That was an odd spacing of words there. We win the game here because there's nothing he can do. This is a good start. Obviously, Evergame's not going to be like this. Oh, he did have Heat Wave. If he Heat Waved the artifact, I think you win the game. We really should have put it in the row with Azar. Jackpot, so we don't have points here. Huh. I wonder how does he fit all these cards? Let's just boost Roland, because he's the only thing that's going to live. So the points are kind of wasted anywhere else, except on Abomination. Let's throw down Salamander. Pay the tribute. And we caught right back up there. This is going to be his Gourd, his last card. We won't be able to poison it, but this will definitely be a win.
Used to chop wood, but the pay's better for some.
So we move the poison from Roland to our Salamander, saved Roland from dying, as well as giving us this Salamander here, and we should not even be close. Yeah, win by 73 or 71, not even close. All right, let's find another game. The first one went really well, other than we should have played our Hideout in the range row, so there wasn't the option for him to Heat Wave it if he knew what to do.
I'll do what I can.
Other than that, the game was good. Showed exactly what you can do with the deck. I would not expect that to happen every game, though. It's very draw dependent. And the other thing is you have to win round one. And winning round one is so important in the current meta that everyone just does it. The thing is, you can commit as many points as you want round one, well, as many cards as you want other than your key ones. But Renew costs so many provisions, like Renew Salamander and... what's it called? Renew Salamander, Roland, and the location can't be played round one. You can play Onomancy, and you can play Azar, but you don't want to. So you're very restricted in what you can play round one, and the opponent might just commit more points than you. So the good thing is here, with most people just like not really trying very hard right now, it might be possible to get some wins. Well, I mean, people are trying if their peak MMR is close to their current, but some people at the end of the season just fooling around, kind of like we are.
Good luck. Not too much, eh?
We'll thin out here. It does boost his guy. He probably has a Megascope or something. If he doesn't have a Megascope, he'll just... okay, there's the Megascope. He might also leader here to make sure it lives. Yeah, it's kind of fair. Kind of thought that might be coming here. So winning round 1 will be hard here. It's kind of what I was mentioning. It can be the problem. We don't have the coins for Sewer Raider quite yet. Throw it on Tax Collector. Tax Collector is a really good engine. It doesn't put points on the board, so some people don't respect it as much as a point boosting engine because it's very subtle in the animation wise. That's my theory.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
But you can throw out a Tax Collector and they don't kill it, and then you throw out a Pass the Floor Peaches and they immediately kill it. You can play Tax Collector first too. Obviously, it's not true for everybody.
No, dwarves do not qualify.
Alright, so here's our plan.
Tax relief.
Next turn, we're going to throw down our poison guy and poison everything. He has profit too, so we'll get enough coins. And that should help us catch up. Then we go Sewer Raiders the next turn. Or we go for our... well, maybe something else. We'll see. We can poison our own guy for poison for coins too. Alright, Maxi's slow, that's good.
No magic can.
We'll go for our guy here. We could also go for the coins so we can thin next turn. We have the next turn anyway, let's do this.
Nose, mouth, any hole.
We don't have our adrenaline anymore, because we can't do more than one turn, but I don't think we're going to win the round. It's kind of the issue. I was thinking, even if we do poison everything, right? We get +8. That's 13. Puts us at 28. We're still down by 13. See, he wouldn't be bad. We don't have him now, though. Wow, he's just going to pass. Okay, we thin and then Freakshow. I think that's enough. We need 27. Thinning's worth 8. Let's do this.
Knees are drowning in shite, but heads in the
Redanian comes out. We wanted that to happen too. That's good. And we go Freakshow. And I think we're set here. We just have to draw into the combo. As long as we draw into the combo, we should be fine. And we will spend... I think we have to spend Jackpot. That's okay as long as we still have Sigi. Let's kill him down. We'll just Jackpot here. Jackpot's only bad to spend. Well, you need Jackpot for Salamander. You need it for the 9 coins on Salamander, but we have Sigi for +9 coins too. Actually, you only need 8 because Salamander has a profit 1, but yeah, you don't need the Jackpot if you have Sigi for round 3. It does make it a little harder to draw into. Okay, there he is. Now we just need our Salamander and Renew here. We should be good. Salamander, but you need Renew still. We need Renew. We have Onomancy though. That's 2 of 9 cards. It should be pretty easy to get. Of course, you don't always get them. Don't always get them, that's for sure. Played a game in between the last one and this one where we just didn't draw any of the cards and got bled out round 2 and lost 2 out of monsters. Normally I include losses in these videos, but with this deck I don't think it's worth it because it's just we didn't draw.
It's not for me.
Right, with some decks you're like, oh okay, we'll go through the loss, see what we did. Deck still worked pretty well, but with this deck, if you lose, it's just, a lot of times it's like, oh, I didn't get Salamander or Renew. Or I didn't get Salamander or Roland. So I'm not sure they're really worth including or looking at. It's just playing the game, and then you round 3, you don't have your combo, and you lose the game. So we skipped over that last one. I recorded it, and then I deleted it afterwards when we lost, to be clear. We lost, yeah, you just got 2 of 103 to 40 or something. Now, it would have been okay if we could have had our Salamander in that game, but we didn't. Just talking about the last game while we go through here. The last one we cut, that is. Now, we don't have Renew. We mulliganed as hard as we could. We still don't have it. Oh, we didn't get Onomancy either. Okay, here's the thing, though. We do have... You can still win. We didn't get Maxi, Onomancy, or Renew. It's kind of bad. That's a lot of provisions tied up in our deck and part of our combo. But the thing is here, as long as we have Roland and Salamander, we can win. You don't always need Renew, even though it's the point. Just because if you poison enough stuff with Salamander, Roland gets big enough that you can still win. So we're going to have to keep that in mind here. I want him to live. We'll play this first. It's one of our only engines here, so we're going to need the value. We need this to start ticking. We can also move a poison off of us with the hideout to him. And there's always the very unappealing option of playing Salamander with no tribute for 1 poison. Yeah, that's something you never want to do. Unless you absolutely have to. We'll see here. So Yalmar comes down. Kind of expected. But let's play our hideout and get another one of those guys. I suspect he might not be able to kill this second one. He might Skjortle it with a leader charge. That's fine. I think we have 2 poisons in hand. We can transfer a poison that's 3. So even without the Renew, Salamander kills 3 of his units. And then Roland gets boosted. Killing 3 of his guys is not a small deal, right? That's actually pretty important. But if he's playing a lot of removal, then we end with Roland. It's gonna be rough. We do Caesar still, so that's nice. Caesar, how do you want to say his name? Because I don't know how to. We could... He might kill us with Skjortle. Or Unode. He might be playing Junode. That is Junode. Okay, sure. That'll be the end of our Abomination. There is Sunset Wanderers. We're definitely poisoning him. I think if we Fistic first, we get the points. We get the more points from Sigi. We want to play the Fistic before Sigi because unlike a unit with Profit, it's not going to give us points if we over coin. So we want to play that first. Now he'll probably damage it down with his guy so he loses less on a poison, but we won't be poisoning it again. We're just going to be playing our Fistic Trafficker on another big unit. That way we can get a more value off our Salamander. The nice thing is he's not going to have Banish. Right, because he's playing Devotion. Because the Skellige almost always plays Devotion. I think it always plays Devotion, actually, except a couple versions with Madoc. We'll land another poison here.
Same time next week.
I don't think he's going to have anything else that tall, other than Wanderers. Maybe a Bear Witcher, but I don't want to go into any of our combo cards too early. There's Coral. We'll poison that with our last poison.
I can do a great deal more for you.
The one we transfer. Sure, can damage us. I want him to use his last leader charge so he doesn't have it for our Roland turn. Plus, we played Geller earlier and he lives, he can boost Roland, so it's harder to kill. So I want to play him now. And we might as well boost this guy up. Now we have a poison to transfer. Doesn't matter if we do it now or not. He'll die from that boost, right? But that's okay. I want him to feel like he has stuff to kill. And he doesn't feel like he has stuff to kill. Let's just play Sigi. We have Caesar as an option here. These two both have Profit. And now we'll have, with those coins we saved, let's poison this guy for a couple points. We want to get these points just in case we decide not to pay the tribute on Salamander. Although we probably will. I guess we definitely will. But I want him to use his leader charge. And he has a Bear Witcher, I want it gone. We leave stuff at 1, he's not going to Bear Witcher it. I want him to use his leader charge and a Bear Witcher right now to try and kill our Gellert. Or our, yeah. Heatwave's gone. Okay, that's good. Caesar's bad now, but we have Azar. with Salamander. We play Azar here. We need 9 coins. Let's just not pay the tribute. Let him boost himself. Redanian. In hindsight, we probably shouldn't have poisoned our 2 guys. I really wanted him to use that last leader charge so we couldn't have like Gutting Slash or Roland or something. Probably was not the smart choice though. His leader charge has a good chance of killing this defender, but I don't think he has a heat wave or anything. He might have Heart of Terror, but I don't think so. Usually it's Heart of Terror or Junode, and I think he went with Junode. I think they all basically play Yalmar, and then most of them play either Junode or Heart of Terror. Okay, this is still 5 coins. It's not bad for Cesar, right? Yeah, it's 5. Poison this. It doesn't matter if we poison this, because it'll be coming back later once we get 9 coins again. Basically here we're trying to make him think we're not playing Salamander. As long as he doesn't think we're playing Salamander, we should be fine. There's enough units that the Salamander with Roland wins, but I want him to not think we're playing Salamander. Oh, Scald. Tell me the last card in your hand's bad. No, he kept it. He kept the last card. Alright, well, it's Roland time. We're going to poison Roland so he goes to an 8. Should be harder to kill. And then he'll also boost himself, right?
No more half measures. Fill 'em full.
Actually, let's poison this guy. Roland's at 7. That's hard enough for him to kill. And I think we want to save our Cesar for the fees. It's kind of awkward here. I think we played a couple things suboptimally, but it's kind of hard when we don't have our renew. You kind of have to like fiddle around and try and make them not answer something. So if his last card here kills Roland, we're dead. There's nothing we can do. I was trying to get him to use his leader charge so he wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, it's an Axie.
Any last words?
Yeah, he can't. He obviously is not going to purify his other guy. His Wanderers, because he'll get reset. I think we're good, honestly. We could poison here. Then move the poison from him. I don't think it matters. I think we just do whatever we want, because I think Roland will be enough points. Poison there. Poison here. This will be GG. Doesn't matter what we did there. And there we go. Win by 15. GG. Alright, let's find another game. In the intermittent time there, we did lose 2 more. Again, we didn't draw into the combo. One of them we just didn't draw anything, right? One of them we went to round 3 without Roland or Salamander, and that was GG. The other one was on my Doc Scoia'tael deck, and they had too much removal. So we got to round 3. We did have the combo. They just killed both the defenders with leader charges, and then killed our Roland. It happens. It happens. So I cut those out because they're really just not interesting. Like, there's very little to the gameplay of the deck other than you want to get to the round 3 and use the combo. Casino Bouncers to start with here. Yeah, so I recorded those games, then we just deleted them. That's basically what happened. I could have left them in, but they're just completely boring. Okay, we need his Northern Winds gone. Northern Winds is kind of a problem because you can kill Salamander with it. Put a Redanian on the bottom. Our deck ordering was awful there. We can't go with that. And Redanian on the bottom is the best choice. Because we definitely don't want to be drawing it. Demiridium Bombs. Sure. This will be a little bit challenging. We could just play Tax Collector, but I want to play something ranged. Gallard's not bad. He's not going to have a poison. We can keep poisoning Maxie too if we want to spend coins. I don't want to make her too tall though.
This tech never. Why constable this is pounded sugar?
We could have used Tiger's Eye and boosted Maxi a bit more. But I don't want to become really tall. We should have poisoned her one more time, I think. There's the last Northern Wind. Okay, good. Perfect. I think we could have poisoned her one more time. Probably would have been smart. That's okay, though. We don't want to spend all of our coins.
Dwarves do not qualify for childcare tax relief.
And let's see what tax collector's going. It's gonna bother me now that we didn't boost Maxi again. That's okay, we'll just put it behind us. It's fine. He's gonna lock us here. He probably should have done that earlier. Okay, he locked that card. That's interesting. It's a little bit less valuable than the other one. Let's get some coins going here. We could have Trafficker. I like Trafficker.
Same time next
You
week.
get this here, then Trafficker gets poisoned here. He might be playing a poison card, honestly. But I don't think he is. He's playing Hyperthin. Sometimes they might play something with poison, but I don't think he will be. The non-Hyperthin versions do, but those are really unpopular right now.
You'll never get my rhymes out of your heads.
Alright, now we have a problem. Because that with leader is so many points. The thing is, though, if he wins round 1, or we win, he probably, even if we lose, I don't think he'll lead us down all the way, right? Because he has cards he needs for his round 3, too. So he might not be in too much danger. That's a lot of points, though. Our Abomination's going to be really good here. We still have our Poisoner. Let's play it. He might pass, but that's what we have Freakshow in the deck for. Freakshow's in here as a swing spender. Normally you don't play many spenders in this type of deck, but I wanted Freakshow. Okay, that's gonna kill it. We can go down 2 cards here, because he's not gonna have removal for round 3 as long as we have a Czar. Let's spend here. We haven't played Sigi either, so we could use our Jackpot if we need to. Nothing else is Profit, so that's a bit annoying. I will do that. Now here I want him to pass, so we go down 2 cards. Like that should be his plan here. Then we get to the round 3. No, he's gonna do this. Okay. We have to pass then. We just have to pass and hope he doesn't have the round 2 push. I got Wanderers out though, that's not bad. Alright, so at least this shouldn't be too bad. I don't think he'll go for his round 2 all-in push here. He's not going to have what he wants set up. So we'll actually probably get to round 3. We still need to draw a Salamander, Hideout, and Renew though. That's a lot to draw. We also need Sewer Raiders to thin with. That'd be nice. Let's see. I don't want this necessarily. There's Fistic. That's not good either. We're missing our 3. We're still missing 3 key cards. I just pass. That's something. What are you gonna do here?
Premium
I need
price.
at least give me a Salamander or Onomancy. We might be able to make it happen without Renew again. We can't do it without Salamander. He's gonna have the, what's it called? The Vilgeforts? For, okay, we drew Salamander. That's something. At least that's something. Let's put back Fistic, and let's put back Sewer Raiders in case we draw the second one. Okay, that's not great. Still missing Renew, and we're not going to get it. We're also missing Hideout. That's okay, though. If we're not renewing Salamander, we can use Hideout for something else, I guess. You know, like 2 weeks ago, I tried making a meme deck with no Renew Salamander, which is even worse than Renew Salamander. I mean, not that Renew Salamander is really bad, it's like okay, maybe. Like a 40 to 60% win rate. Probably more like a 40, but at least in our experience, this will be, if we win this, we'll be 3 of 8. That's not terrible. That's about what I expected from this. Let's see here. It's too much removal, I like, in general, for this deck to be good right now. Because people will be saving stuff to kill your Roland with, and other people will be trying to win round 1 at all costs, like Hyperthin. And then they can give you get more points than you. Like Hyperthin and monsters just win round 1 at all costs most of the time, and they just get more points than you. And there's nothing we can do about that. Like, no changes to our deck will let us beat that. Fair cart. Dead Man's Tongue, expected. And we have to make up for that misplay with our Veiled Maxi earlier. I can't believe about that, by the way. I should have known. I knew she had Veil because he hit her with the Dimeridium Bomb. But I, like, neglected it at some point. You should have... whatever. Whatever. We're gonna make up for it by thinking through this round a lot better. It's not too hard here. We're gonna play Peaches. We want Doadric to be poisoned. How many poisons can we get on him? We can get one more. Oh, no, we don't have Hideout. This is awkward. What do we do here? We have a Spender, at least in Caesar. I think we might be okay. Roland will be very big. We can go Azar now, or we can go Abomination now. I like Abomination now. The thing with Caesar is that, or with Azar, not Caesar, with Azar is that once we play him, he will not offensively Vilgeforce us anymore. So that's good. But the bad news is then he'll defensively do it and pull out his Imperial Golem. I think we'll be okay here. I think we play... yeah, we wanted this Blightmaker gone.
A fine vintage.
Okay, good. That means we're saved. We can save one of our Defender guys here. Perfect. I want that Mage Assassin gone so he can't zap down one of these Scarabs. If he can zap down a Scarab, he potentially is playing Invocation and Vilgefortz, and then he can get our Roland. This way, though, he can't anymore, even if he has both those removal cards. That's nice. I was thinking about that earlier. I wasn't saying it. I was thinking about how we messed up with Maxi. Okay, that's the last time I'm going to say it, I promise. It wouldn't have made a difference round 1, though, once he dropped leader. It really just didn't have an impact. Okay, there's Triss. Yeah, Triss Vilgefortz. I don't think he's playing Invocation. Definitely not playing Invocation. Otherwise, he would have played it already. So there's no more thinning left. If you're playing Invocation, you need an extra thin card. I don't think it's that popular. If it is, though, we will lose. But Roland time. Triss hit for 1. That's good. Nice value there. He has Zarthesius, Yennefer, Vilgefortz left. And whatever the last card is will determine if we win or not. Vilgefortz. Sure. What? Oh, he's going to offensively do it? Oh, I think he is playing Invocation. I think we lose. That's unfortunate. Well, we go for Salamander now. I think we just go for it now. He's going to have a poison. He's going to have last play here anyway, no matter what. And that puts Roland up quite a bit. That was a big swing. And our Flying Redanian finally comes out of our deck. We're going to go Jackpot with Caesar here as a Spender or Tortoise. Tortoise, okay. So he has Yennefer's Arthesius, so we're good. Yeah, we win. He has 3 profit. Technically, we should have put Salamander next to him for 1 extra point, thinking about this now. That's okay. Just Jackpot him, I guess. Can we click on this? It'd be nice if we were able to click. Jackpot him, doesn't matter. We'll spend coins with you. And that should... There's no way Zarthesius and Yennefer get him there, which are his last cards. And this will be GG. Winning 2 without renew. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting indeed. Roland is only 27, so actually we got points pretty well everywhere else.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm
and yeah, that'll be GG. Huh. Well, I guess that makes us 3 of 8. Okay, so what do I think about the deck? I still dislike Salamander. It was more fun than I thought it might be, because we got the combo to work a couple times. Well, actually, we got the combo to work one time. Exactly one time. But we managed to win 3 games. I checked the replays, and actually we only played 7 games, so we're 3 of 7. That's not too bad. I just dislike it how draw dependent it is. And with so much removal right now, kind of just seems like everything gets killed, and then they kill your Azar defenders and Roland dies. I think right now you need Azar with so much removal. Like Scoia'tael, Precision Strike's really popular, Madoc is everywhere. Not even, like, there's Madoc, Hyperthin, Madoc, Scoia'tael, Madoc, Witchers, Skellige, just everywhere. So against Madoc, you kind of, there's so much removal, especially Precision Strike, that you kind of really want Azar. There is something to be said for, looking at the actual deck here, there's something to be said for a version with Wanderers. So you could play like Wanderers, Roach, and Knickers potentially as alternatives to some of the thinning here. The thing is that's so many provisions, and you have to cut Sigi at that point, right? You're not doing without Sigi. Then you cut Sigi, Cesar. You can fit in the Sunset Wanderers and maybe another bigger card. And you can always cut Junior or Freakshow. You can cut Freakshow. It's not required to the deck. I just like it. I like having a spender for round 1 because normally you just don't play any spenders in the deck outside of Cesar, and that's only for playing Sigi. So sometimes you just play 0 coin spenders outside of the 1 Gellert. That's it. So I like having a coin spender option to spend the coins round 1 because we really build them up. We just don't use them for anything. And having a damage spender is nice. But you can cut Freakshow, Sigi, and Cesar. And that gives you 1926 provisions. You can fit in the Wanderers, and you have 13 more. You can fit in maybe Knickers or Roach and something else for more thinning. You can fit in another bigger card. I just don't like that version as much. I tried that out a couple games. I think it's harder to win round 1 with. Even though Sunset Wanderers is really strong for round 1 because it gives you a nice big play. I think Sigi's nice because Sigi also gives you that backup, right? The thing is, where Wanderers helps you round 1, if you don't have your Sigi, you can Jackpot round 1, and that's even bigger of a help. So yeah, that's it. You can play what you want there. As far as the deck, it will be much better when people are experimenting and not playing so much control. So it's probably much better right when a patch comes out, people aren't playing all these control decks. You wouldn't expect control to be too big a problem, but the issue is if they can get to your Roland, you lose. It's basically just comes down to that. If Roland dies, it's almost impossible to win. If Roland dies before you play your Salamander, there is no way to win most of the time. Because if that Roland dies and you haven't played your second Salamander, or even if Roland dies before you play your first Salamander, say you have a Azar out and they kill 1 defender the turn you play him, and you play your Roland, say they're Precision Strike, they kill the second defender, and then they just Heat Wave your Roland or something, or you get the idea. They kill Roland, they have leader charges left, they use 2 to kill 1, and then they kill another one, they kill the defender, then they have an extra charge left, and they play the guy, it does 2 damage to Roland, and they bomb Roland. That's an example of what actually happened to me in one of the games I cut out of the video. So you have the defender, they have 3 leader charges left because they weren't forced to use them, they ping down the 1 defender, they hit Roland, they lose the last one somewhere else, hit Roland with the 2 damage, then they bomb him. And then when you play your Salamander, you're not getting your coins back. So you can't use the tribute twice. It's just too inconsistent right now. That being said, it always has potential to win in a heavy point slam meta. Like if Nilfgaard, if Hyperthin's really popular, the thing with Hyperthin is you lose round 1 almost every time, and you kind of need round 1. But that's not too bad, because most of the time they won't go all the way down round 2, because they need to save their cards for their Hyperthin round 3. So you're actually fairly safe at losing round 1 there, as long as they don't expect what you're doing. And by expect what they're doing, if you hold onto your Abomination, sometimes they won't know what you're doing. But yeah, there's a Sunset Wanderers case you can make here. Put him in as card changes. You can take out Freakshow, put something else in. You can take out Azar if you don't think you need the defender. I really recommend having Azar. But that's the deck. If you like it, hopefully you enjoyed. 3 of 7 this time. It's not the best, but it's what I expected from this. It's more of a meme deck. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time.